Alright, today we're going to look at the Bell & Howell Rogue. This one is the DNV16HDZ. 16 megapixel camera, 10 times optical zoom. It's got a 3-inch touch LCD display. It's full HD 1080p. It has infrared night vision. It takes micro or regular SD cards. It's got time lapse. Extended 1700 milliamp per hour battery. We're going to take a look at this little guy and see how it does. So one of the first things that you notice with this camera is that it does not have any built-in stabilization at all. So you have to be very, very, very careful with the handheld here, because any little jitter at all will show up on the camera, as you just saw. This one here has 10 times optical zoom, and then it goes to digital after that. Get this to zoom out now. Focus on it seems to drift a little bit. The color reproduction on the video screen seems to be accurate. As you can tell, it's raining right now in Texas. We'll take a look at what the bit rate is of the recording, which will give us a little idea of how much information that the optics can actually take in and process. Here's just a little low light test from inside the house. I see the focus drifts a little bit. Granted, the light's off. See that focus drift again? And here's the camera with its infrared. It has one little IR light. A little grainy. And like I said, there's that focus that just drifts a lot. It does have the ability to auto-lock focus, so you can, I guess if you've got it on tripod, you can lock the focus in on what you like. Alright, so this is with using there is an LED light, a white LED light on the front of the camera that you can also use to brighten up your scene a little bit. It really does kind of wash out the image from what I can tell on the viewfinder there. But, you know, with the LED light on, it doesn't seem to hunt focus as much. Although outside in the daytime, it did hunt focus just a little bit. Let's turn that off for just a second. Now this is with the front white IR light off. Kind of a dark image. I don't know. I mean, I'm kind of going on what I see. Well, there's that focus right there. Little focus issue. I don't know why it has trouble hunting a focus. A couple things I looked at online regarding this camera was that a lot of people had complained about the focus that drifts on this camera, and I can see that like right there is an issue. Also, from just looking at the screen display, I see a lot of lines going up and down with a lot of blue tint coming through. I'm kind of just seeing this for the first time, just like you are right now. Is it 1080p? Don't know. can't really say that I would say that it's... well, it says that it's 1080p, so it's 1080p. But I also look at the video quality. Like I said, that focus is just crazy. Let me try this little ring light. See if a lot of light actually helps this camera sensor for focusing. And it may actually do that. Let's see. What I'm doing is I'm looking at the monitor just to see if it's wandering on focus or not. I guess with enough light that it doesn't really have a problem with focus. It's just that once the light gets below a certain threshold, then the autofocus on it, like right there, has an issue. You know, in the advent of technology, and I've gotten so spoiled. I have gotten very spoiled because with the Sonys that I use, I have the AX33, which has got the Boss system, which is the balanced optical stabilization system, where the entire lens assembly inside the camera moves around to offset any of your movements. And then I've got a Sony PX, what is that one? PX 790, I think, and it's got the same Boss system in it. And then I've got a Sony NX70U, which has got great stabilization. So I'm just kind of a little bit spoiled on stabilization now. When it comes to cameras, this one having none, like I said, I don't know if it's the screen that just has such a horrible reproduction of the image, or if it's the actual sensor, and that's what it is. I don't know. I'll look at this camera and I look at some of the footage from it, and this whole fact that the focus just loses track like that, even though I'm roughly 1.5 feet away from the camera. It shouldn't just start freaking out on focus like that. And for $219.95, you know, is it worth it or not? Sorry, I got to give it a big fat thumbs down. It does record audio. It does record in color, so those are good things. It does record in 1080p, so that's a good thing. Barring that, I think the image quality, especially low light, is terrible with this thing. Yes, it has infrared, but then again, if it's going to hunt for focus for night vision, it's worthless. I don't know. I just not digging this camera at all, so I'll be sending them back this camera. I do appreciate them sending it to me. You know, I like looking at it. Appreciate it. Thank you. But is this something that I would recommend? No. Because for $219, I mean, you can get SJ-Cam, SJ5000X Elite for a fraction of that and get much better video quality than what's going on with this camera right here. And I think for a little bit more money than, God, that focus is just crazy. For a little bit more money than what this camera is, you can get the Sony, their little action camera. Don't quote me on the model number of it, but I think it's just a little bit more money than what this camera is, and you can get something that records in 4K. So anyway, so I'm recording on the Bell & Howell right now, as you can tell, and thank you very much for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you like the video. Give a thumbs down if you hate this product, because in my opinion, is it worth it or not? It's not worth it at all. Sorry, Bell & Howell, I've got one of your other cameras. I've got a Rogue. It's the DNV6 HD, and that was actually a cool little camera. Took decent HD 1080p video. Audio was good on it. It did not have a drifting issue like this guy does with the focus. But anyway, hope you guys have a good day and enjoy your weekend, and I will talk to you later. Bye.